Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I will discuss about life cycle of gymnosperms. So, in life cycle of gymnosperms, an example is taken from the tree which is known as pine, and generally the gymnosperms, which are known as coniferous plants, also these are wind pollinated. The cones on the plants, they may be on the same plant or on different plants. So in gymnosperms, the pine main tree is a sporophyte, and then on the tree there will be female cones which are known as ovulate cone or compound cone. It is a complex cone also, while they have the male cones which are known as pollen cones. These are also known as simple cones because of spiral arrangement of microsporophylls. These are attached directly to the main axis. Compound cones, they have central axis and they have seed scale complexes. These seed scale complexes are also known as Brecht scale complexes. These bracts, they have two types: sterile bracts or ovulate or ovuliferous scales. The ovuliferous scales, they develop megasporophylls which are also diploid. The megasporophylls, they are also known as scales. Sorry, the microsporophylls, these are known as scales. So megasporophylls, they develop ovules in ovulate scales, and later on they produce megasporangium. The megasporangium is also known as nucellus, which is also a diploid, and microsporophyll or scale, it produces microsporangium. Megasporangium divides into megasporocytes. Megasporocytes are also known as megaspore mother cells, and microsporangium produces microsporocyte, which are also known as microspore mother cells. Then at this stage, meiosis occurs in both microsporocytes and megasporocytes. Microsporocytes, they produce haploid microspores after meiosis, and megasporocytes, they produce megaspores which are also haploid. Megaspore then produces megagametophyte, which is a haploid, and microspore, they will produce microgametophyte. The microgametophyte will then develop pollen grains which are winged, and because of these wings, the pollen grains, they will fly with the wind and they will fall on ovulate cone. When they will fall on ovulate cone, they will germinate a pollen tube and transfer their pollen nuclei to the ovulate cone. So the megagametophyte, they produces archegonia after an year, and pollen grains which are winged, they produce antheridia, archegonia. Then later on, inside the archegonia, the eggs will be developed, and in antheridia, sperm will be developed. Then fertilization will occur. After fertilization, almost after 15 months, the seeds will be developed. These seeds will contain an embryo, and then whenever this seed, if it falls on the ground, so they will germinate a new plant which is known as sporophyte. These seeds, they are not able to germinate directly like angiosperms. Their dormancy period needs to be broken, which is generally occurred due to the forest fires, naturally or artificially. So there is also another point that in the life cycle of pines there are two generations. So one generation is a diploid, and this generation is known as sporophyte, while another generation is the haploid stage, and haploid stage is known as gametophyte. So sporophyte is for longer period, while gametophyte is for shorter period. When sporophyte generation alternates with gametophyte, it is known as alternation of generation. Thank you very much.